Good afternoon and welcome to Onondaga Community College in Syracuse, New York, as the 3-9 Newark Pilots are set to play two 7-inning games of a doubleheader against the 6-5 Onondaga Flames. The Pilots have been good of late, winning 3 of 4, one of those being an exhibition game win against the Capital City Reds on Saturday, and the most recent being a victory against the Geneva Red Wings in a walk-off hit by pitch by right fielder Colton Carney to drive in the winning run on Monday. The Pilots will send their 5'10" right-hander Henry Martinez to the hill. Martinez from Cypress Community College and Southgate, California, is making his third start and first against the team not named Geneva. He's 0-1 with a 3.27 ERA in 11 innings of work, allowing 8 hits, 4 earned runs, and walking 6 while striking out 10. This is the Pilots' second matchup against the Flames. The first was back on the fourth game. The first was a back-and-forth game that Onondaga blew open in the 7th to go up 10-4 and win 12-5. These two teams also met on Father's Day, but that game was suspended due to rain, with the Pilots leading 5-2 in the bottom of the 4th inning. That game will be resumed on Friday as part of a doubleheader. The Pilots will take their swings off of Brian Nolan, a left-handed pitcher from SUNY Oswego. The lineup he'll face for the Pilots is coming up. It's a beautiful 74 degrees here at Onondaga Community College in Syracuse, New York. You're listening to Frank Lasala on the Newark Pilots radio network. And now, as the great late Ernie Banks once said, let's play two. DeMarcus Guillory from Motlow State Community College digs in. First pitch from Brian Nolan on the outside corner for strike one, 4-0-2. Guillory in center field tonight. Pinch ran in that victory against Geneva. Second pitch is a changeup, and that's also in for strike 2. DeMarcus Guillory batting 158 on the year for the Pilots. He'll be followed by Graham Hackbarth, the second baseman, and Peter Battaglia, the first baseman. 0-2 pitch is fouled up the first base line. The count will remain 0-2. Sitting in the press box just off Guillory's shoulder. Here's the 0-2 to him. Swung on, checked his swing. Home plate umpire says he went. And it's going to be a strikeout to begin the inning.
Number 16.
So one away in the top of the first inning here at Onondaga Community College. And that'll bring up Graham Hackbarth. Graham Hackbarth from Birmingham, Alabama. Pearl River Community College, playing second base today. He pinch hit in that win against Geneva and went 1 for 2 with a single. He's from Birmingham, and he'll be playing his ball next year at Louisiana Tech. The rest of the Pilots lineup, next, Peter Battaglia batting third, playing first. Will Alaka behind the plate, batting fourth. Over Torres, designated hitter, batting fifth. Tanner Huddleston batting sixth, playing third. Wei Chi Chen playing right, batting seventh. Josh Loeffler playing left, batting eighth. And Michael O'Connor playing shortstop and batting ninth. First pitch to Hackbarth, rolled into left field. It'll be a one-out single for Hackbarth, who was first pitch swinging, his 6th hit of the summer. And the Pilots have their first man on here in the top of the first inning. So that will bring up their first baseman, Peter Battaglia. Battaglia from Niagara University and Williamsville, New York. He's the first baseman. He digs in with a runner on first. He's the Pilots' leading RBI guy with 6. The first pitch from the lefty Nolan. It's fouled back, and it's strike 1. So 5 straight strikes from the left-hander Brian Nolan to start this game. Nolan working from the stretch with Hackbarth leading off first. He reached on a one-out single. Here's the 0-1 to Battaglia. It's a slider, and it misses low. Ball 1. Battaglia batting .250 with 6 RBIs and 7 runs. 1-1 pitch misses. Ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike to the Pilots' first baseman. With their second baseman leading off first, he reached on a single. There's one out. DeMarcus Guillory struck out swinging to begin the game. The pitch from Nolan. Battaglia takes it high. Ball 3. So after 5 straight strikes to begin the game, 3 straight balls from the southpaw from Suni Oswego. Hackbarth leads off of first. Here's the 3-1. Inside, jammed to Battaglia, but he fouls it back. And the count is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. We'll see if Graham Hackbarth will be going. Third base coach Franklin Bush gives him the signs. The first base coach is Bennett Schultz. Battaglia steps back in. Hackbarth leads off of first, being held on by Trey Bauer, the first baseman for Onondaga. Hackbarth gets his lead. Here's the full count. Blooped. Second baseman over. Hackbarth had to hold. Wasn't sure if it was going to be caught. Takes a big turn around second. The throw from center field came into second. Hackbarth slides back in safely. And the Pilots have back-to-back singles here in the top of the first inning. And that will bring up their backstop, Will Alaka. Alaka, the catcher from Richmond, Virginia, and the University of Virginia. He's number 27. He'll dig in the right-handed batter's box against the lefty Nolan. After a leadoff strikeout, Nolan has given up 2 straight singles. Third baseman is in. First baseman playing behind. The middle infield is back. And the first pitch to Alaka misses for ball 1. Alaka steps out, looks down at the third base coach. He's batting .192 with 3 RBIs on the year. He has 5 hits, looking to pick up his 6th, which could drive in Hackbarth from second. Nolan looks back, now fires in the 1-0. Alaka pops it up out of play for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 runners on, both reached on singles after DeMarcus Guillory struck out to begin this game. Alaka, the backstop from the University of Virginia, digs in. Waits. Here's the pitch from Brian Nolan, the sophomore from Oswego. He looks back, a long look at Hackbarth. Now he steps off. So Nolan is focusing on Graham Hackbarth at second base. Causes him to step off. Hackbarth has not stole a base, but he has been caught once. Here's the 1-1 to Alaka. Back up the middle. Second baseman dives, gloves it, flips to second. Return throw to first, not in time. So Battaglia is retired at second on a nice play by the shortstop, the second baseman Webb Little, to flip to the shortstop Alex Canty for the second out of the inning. Hackbarth moves to third, and Alaka is on first with the fielder's choice. So that will bring up, with 2 outs and runners on the corners, the hero from the other night against Geneva, Over Torres. Hackbarth leads off third and Alaka off first. Torres scored the game-winning run on the hit-by pitch. First pitch, pops it up. Left fielder Kyle Gallagher over, but the center fielder Scalzo settles under it, makes the play, and the inning is over. So after 2 1-out singles, the Pilots strand both their runners. After a half an inning, it's Pilots 0, Onondaga Flames coming to bat.
Now, fans, it's
Welcome back. Bottom of the first inning here at Onondaga Community College.
From Gonzaga, number 26, Anthony.
It'll be the 5'10" right-hander Henry Martinez on the mound, making his third start of the year. He's 0-1 with a 3.27 ERA. The first batter he will face is Anthony Scalzo, the center fielder from Gonzaga. First pitch fired in for strike one by Martinez. And the count was 0-1. Scalzo waits now from Martinez from the windup. Swung on and missed a change for strike two. So quickly 0-2 to the leadoff hitter in this inning, Anthony Scalzo, the freshman, batting .303 for the Flames. The two-strike pitch from Martinez misses high. Ball one. From left to right in the outfield behind Martinez, Josh Loeffler, DeMarcus Guillory, Wei-Chi Chen, left to right in the infield, Tanner Huddleston, Mike O'Connor, Graham Hackbarth, and Battaglia, the 1-2 pitch. Bounce to Huddleston, over, gloves it, fires across the diamond. Good scoop by Battaglia. One away. So the first man retired, and that will bring up the shortstop for Onondaga, Alex Canty from Monroe Community College. Catching Henry Martinez will be Will Alaka, the catcher from the University of Virginia. So Canty digs into the right-handed batter's box. He's 1 for 5 against the Pilots this year. First pitch from Martinez misses outside, ball one. He's batting .238 with a .292 on base percentage for the Flames. Martinez working quickly from the windup. The 1-ball pitch swung on and missed on a fastball high by Alex Canty. Strike one. By the time Martinez gets the ball back from Will Alaka, he's ready to fire his next pitch. Here's the 1-1 from Martinez. Popped up. Hackbarth over, now Guillory over, Chen over. Chen will call Guillory off, make the play, and there's 2 away here in the top of the first inning. And that will bring up number 12, the first lefty that Henry Martinez will face today. It's Webb Little, the sophomore from Ithaca. He's the second baseman. Made the nice play in the top half of this inning to rob Will Alaka of a hit. He digs in with 2 away. Here's the first pitch from Martinez. It misses outside, and it's ball one. Martinez, the lefty wearing, or Webb, the lefty wearing number 12 against Martinez, the righty wearing number 15. Breaking ball misses. It's ball two. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning, no score here at Onondaga Community College in Syracuse. Here's the 2-ball pitch. It's popped up. Chen in, Hackbarth back, and it'll land in between Hackbarth and Chen in right, and it's a 2-out base hit for Webb Little. So a jam shot by Martinez that Little manages to find just enough grass in between the glove of Hackbarth, and the Flames have their first base runner with 2 outs. That'll bring up Gage Lanning. Lanning, the designated hitter tonight. He's a junior from Canisius. One of 2 Canisius players in this lineup. Martinez, for the first time from the windup, fires in a fastball past Lanning for strike one. Gage Lanning went 1 for 5 with a run and an RBI in the first meeting, which Onondaga won 12-5. Webb Little leads off first. Here's the 1-strike pitch to Lanning. He pops it up. Hackbarth back, points. Now Chen back. Chen settles under it, can't make the play. Lost it in the sun. The runner from first will score. Lanning's going to third. Here's the throw from Hackbarth, not in time. We'll see how they score that one on Wei-Chi Chen. Got to imagine with home cooking, it will be an RBI triple for Gage Lanning. The first run is home for Onondaga. And now we're just waiting on the official scorer. So either way, after a 2-out single, it's a 2-out triple for right now. We'll see if they give Chen an error. The runner on first comes around to score, and the Flames lead 1-0.
Now batting for the Flames from Cornell University, number 24, Trey Bauer.
So it'll bring up, with the runner on third, Trey Bauer, the junior from Cornell. First pitch breaking ball from Martinez, taken for strike one. Bauer playing first base for the Flames. He's batting .278, and now he's hit by a Martinez pitch, and he is at first. So runners on the corners with 2 outs. And it looks like they're going to give Gage Lanning a triple. So it should be a triple and an RBI for him, with Webb Little coming around to score from first. And then the most recent hit by pitch put a runner on first, all this with 2 outs. First pitch to Sam Little, the right fielder, misses outside, ball 1. So after retiring the first 2 batters in this inning, Henry Martinez has struggled to get the next 3 outs. 2 pop-ups that found outfield grass, and then a hit by pitch. Martinez throws over to Battaglia at first. Trey Bauer slides back in safely. An all-turf field here at Onondaga Community College except for the mound. The mound is dirt. Martinez now to the lefty, Sam Little. It's a fastball. It's taken low, and it's ball 2. So 1 run here in the inning on a 2-out triple by the designated hitter Gage Lanning off of Henry Martinez. And a play that Wei Chi Chen struggled in right. The 2-0 misses low, and it's ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes, as the throwback from Malacca went over the head of Martinez. He picks it up. No advance from the runner on third. 2 hits and a hit by pitch led to a run scored, all with 2 outs. Here's the 3-0 to Sam Little, taken for strike 1. Sam Little batting .188 with a .333 on-base percentage. He plays at Ithaca. He's a sophomore there. Martinez throws over again to first. Bauer back in safely. Battaglia holding the runner on. The rest of the infield is deep. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2 to Sam Little. So now Martinez with a full count. Battaglia will back behind Bauer. Won't hold him on anymore at first. Is a strike away from getting out of this inning, but also a ball away from loading up the bases. Here's the payoff pitch. Lined into center field. It'll be an RBI single for Sam Little. Runner running on the play will go to third. Sam Little will take second on the throw. It's an RBI single for Sam Little. And it's 2-0 Onondaga. So all this coming with 2 outs. Sam Little advancing to second on the throw. And that will bring up the 7th hitter of the inning, Kyle Gallagher. Martinez from the windup with runners on second and third. Grounded to Hackbarth, gloves it, fires to first at Battaglia, inning over. But not before Onondaga gets 2. 2 runs on 3 hits, a hit by pitch, and 2 runners left on base. We head to the top of the 2nd inning. Flames lead 2-0. So the Pilots taking their second swings of the night here in the top of the second, down 2-0. The first pitch from Nolan popped up. The batter is the third baseman for the Pilots, Tanner Huddleston, from Lucedale, Mississippi, batting .216 with a .279 on base percentage. The 0-1 is popped back. Ball 2. Brian Nolan working quickly from the windup. Here's the 0-2 to Huddleston. Popped up this time in fair territory. Playable by the right fielder, Sam Little. Settles under it. And there's one away. So pop up to the right fielder. That will bring up Wei Chi Chen. A little dispute whether that should have been an error on Chen in the bottom half of the first inning or a hit. On field, they gave it a hit, but the broadcaster for Onondaga gave him an error, which allowed Gage Lanning to get to third and the first run of the game to score. The first pitch from Chen swung on and missed, and the second pitch misses outside. Ball 1. The 1-1 from Nolan inside. Chen takes. Ball 2. Chen making his second start in right field. He's from Vanyang University and New Taipei City, Taiwan, one of 3 Taiwanese players on the Pilots roster. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed. Chen chases upstairs. Strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Pilots' 7th hitter in their lineup, Wei Chi Chen. Grounded to the shortstop, Canty. He's over, backhands it, fires across the diamond at first. Throw pulls Bauer off the bag, but he's able to slap the tag on the back of the Pilots' Taiwanese right fielder. And there's 2 away. So the first 2 batters of this second inning retired. And now for the first time in a regular season game, it's Josh Loeffler. Loeffler, the left fielder, playing in his hometown. Here's the first pitch from Brian Nolan. Lined into right field. It will be a 2-out base hit. Loeffler rounds first. He will go to second. Ball in the corner in right. He will stop at second with a 2-out double. So the first regular season hit of the season for Josh Loeffler. And the Pilots have a man in scoring position with 2 away. And that will bring up Michael O'Connor. O'Connor made his first start against Geneva at short on Monday. And after trailing 3-0 through the first 4, O'Connor drove in a run in the 5th on a ground out and drove in a run in the 7th on a single. So he has 2 RBIs in his first game, and now we'll look to drive in a run here with 2 outs. The first pitch from Nolan, taken for strike 1. O'Connor and Loeffler are roommates here for the Pilots in this summer ball league. So O'Connor looking to drive in his roommate with 2 outs. The shortstop, O'Connor, waits. Nolan looks back. Looks back again. Now the 1-strike pitch in the dirt. Good block by Dylan Nolan. So Nolan to Nolan working together. The battery mate is ball 1. Brian Nolan settles from the stretch. He misses inside, and it's ball 2. Nolan, the left-handed pitcher against the righty O'Connor. Here's the 2-1. It's fouled back. And it's strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to the number 9 hole hitter in the Pilots lineup, their shortstop, Mike O'Connor. Josh Loeffler leads off of second base. He reached on a 2-out double. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second base. Here's the pitch to O'Connor. Swung on, fouled off his leg. Count remains 2-2. So O'Connor stays alive with a chance to cut this Flames lead in half. Flames got 2 runs on 2 hits in the bottom of the first. 1 error. That was made by the right fielder, Shen. DeMarcus Guillory, the leadoff hitter, waits on deck. The Pilots with 3 hits already through an inning and 2/3 off of Brian Nolan. Here's the 2-2. Taken low. Good eye by Mike O'Connor. And the count is full. So we'll see now with a full count and 2 outs if Loeffler decides to take third. Brian Nolan from the stretch steps off. The payoff pitch to Mike O'Connor. Loeffler not going. It's inside, and it's ball 4. So the Pilots have 2 runners on now in 2 consecutive innings. That will flip the lineup back over to DeMarcus Guillory. Guillory struck out swinging on 3 pitches to begin this game. He does not have an RBI on the year, so this would be a good time. Fooled on a breaking ball that he took for strike 1. Guillory batting 150 on the year. The center fielder from Motlow State Community College in Atlanta, Georgia. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch from Nolan. Thought about it. Taken. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike count to the only left-handed hitter in the Pilots lineup, Guillory, against the left-hander Brian Nolan for the Flames. First baseman is in with 2 outs. Not holding on O'Connor with a runner on second. And the 1-1 pitch to Guillory misses outside. And it's ball 2. Game 1 of this 2-game doubleheader. Both games will be 7 innings. The second game will be Kyle Griffin, the left-hander from Lake Charles, Louisiana, starting for the Pilots. Here's the 2-1 to Guillory. Taken outside corner, strike 2. Kyle Griffin is 2-1 on the year. Lefties for the Pilots pitching staff have all 3 of their wins. The 2-2 to Guillory, fouled back. So the other win is Chris Vitale. Vitale had perhaps the biggest out of the game against Geneva. In the top of the 10th, he was brought in with the bases loaded and 2 outs and came on to strike out Geneva's leadoff hitter on 3 pitches to strand the bases loaded. Here's the 2-2 to Guillory. It misses high, and it's a full count. So with 3 balls and 2 strikes, Loeffler and O'Connor will be going. The first baseman, Trey Bauer, backs up at first, and the Pilots dugout is getting animated as Brian Nolan steps off. There's runners on first and second, a 2-out double and a walk. Guillory looking to do some damage on this full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Runners go. Almost hits Guillory, and it's ball 4. The bases are loaded for Graham Hackbarth. So similar to what happened to Henry Martinez in the bottom of the first as the Flames pitching coach sprints out. Martinez got the first 2 batters out, then 4 straight batters reached on 2 singles, a hit by pitch, and an error for 2 runs. Now Graham Hackbarth will come up with the bases loaded after Nolan got the first 2 outs of this inning. Graham Hackbarth singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. He has 3 RBIs, and with a base hit, has a chance to either tie this game up or take the lead. The speedy Guillory on first, the speedy shortstop O'Connor on second, and Loeffler on third. So a lot of speed on the bases for the Pilots with their second baseman Hackbarth at the plate. The Pilots have sent 11 batters through the first 1 1/3, and a breaking ball misses from Brian Nolan after the meeting with his pitching coach. Ball 1. So bases full of Pilots with their second baseman up with 2 outs. Nolan from the stretch. Here's the 1-ball pitch. Taken outside. Ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, and the bases are loaded. Hackbarth, the Birmingham, Alabama product, looking to drive home the Pilots' first runs. Here's the 2-0, fouled back. It's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The bases are loaded. The scoreboard here in Onondaga wrong. They have a count 2-2, but the count is 2-1 with 2 outs. Hackbarth, the righty, against the lefty Nolan. Here's the 2-1. Hackbarth reached upstairs. Catcher over, runs out of room. And now the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hackbarth wearing number 16 with the bases loaded and 2 outs. It's a 2-2 count. It's the top of the second inning here in game 1 of this 2-game doubleheader. Both games will be 7 innings here against the Onondaga Flames in Syracuse. Hackbarth waits. Nolan steps off. It's Loeffler, O'Connor, and Guillory on the bases. All reached with 2 outs. A 2-out double and then back-to-back walks has loaded the bases. Here's the 2-2. Grounded up the third base line. Almost hits Loeffler, but it's foul. Hackbarth stays alive. As Adam Donovan and Chris Vitale, 2 relievers for the Pilots, chase that ball up the foul line in the left field. Hackbarth digs back in. An important pitch coming from Brian Nolan, the sophomore left-hander from SUNY Oswego. Here's the pitch to Hackbarth. Taken high. Ball 3. Nowhere to put Graham Hackbarth on the bases, and with 3 balls and 2 strikes, the runners will be going. Speed on the bases, so a hit in the gap should take a lead for the Pilots. Here's the payoff pitch to Hackbarth. Popped up. Third baseman over, shortstop over. The third baseman, Bennett, settles under it, makes the play in foul territory to end the inning. So Graham Hackbarth pops up with the bases loaded in the top of the second inning. We head to the bottom half. Pilots trail 2-0. Welcome back. Onondaga Community College here in Syracuse, New York. The first of a 2 7-inning doubleheader against the Flames. Henry Martinez back on the mound. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Flames. First pitch fastball fired in to Dylan Nolan, the catcher for Onondaga, 4-1. Martinez, after getting the first 2 batters out, was not helped by his defense. As ball 1 is fired in. A 2-out single that blooped over the head of Hackbarth and an error on the right fielder drove in that run. A hit by pitch and then another single led to 2 runs on the scoreboard for the Flames. The Pilots left the bases loaded in the top half of this inning. Now Nolan swings through a pitch ball two, or strike two. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the backstop, Brian Nolan for Onondaga. Martinez working from the windup. Here's the pitch. Taken low. Alaka started like he was going to throw it around the diamond. And the count is full. So the home plate umpire issues 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Misses high. And it's the first walk of the day for Henry Martinez. And the leadoff man is on. That'll bring up Stephen Bennett, the freshman third baseman from Canisius. Stephen Bennett is 0 for 4 against the Pilots this year. Martinez now from the stretch with a runner on first. He reached on a walk. First pitch to Bennett, strike 1. Martinez's walk is his 7th on the year, and one thing he told me before the game that he's not happy about is that after only walking 6 batters through 44 innings in his conference season at Cypress Community College, he has walked 6 batters through his first 11 and just walked his 7th batter of the summer to lead off this 2nd inning. So 7 batters in 12 innings after walking only 7 in 44 in his conference season. 1 strike pitch is fired in. Strike 2. Dylan Nolan leads off first. There's nobody out. Battaglia is holding him on over there. Now Martinez from the stretch in the dirt. Good block by Alaka. It's ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out, runner on first. Bottom of the 2nd inning, Pilots trail 2-0 in the first game of this 2 7-inning games doubleheader. Swung on and missed, strike 3. The first strikeout for Martinez and the first out of the inning. And that will flip the lineup back over to Anthony Scalzo, the center fielder from Gonzaga. He grounded out to Huddleston for the first out in the bottom of the 1st inning. He's batting .303 in 10 previous games for the Flames. This is the Pilots' first look at him this year. First pitch breaking ball for a strike from Martinez. Righty-righty matchup. Martinez from the stretch. He looks over, now fires. Alaka throws behind the runner at first. No shot to get him, so Battaglia cuts it off. It's ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2-0. Flames lead. As now Martinez throws over. Dylan Nolan just back in safely. Battaglia thought he had him. Now Martinez from the stretch against Scalzo. 1-1 count, 1 out. Fires in a fastball that Scalzo just stares at for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the freshman center fielder from Mercer Island, Washington. Runner leads off first. Here's the 1-2. Runner fakes like he's going. That pitch is fouled back. And the count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Anthony Scalzo, the center fielder, is the hitter. The catcher leads off first. Popped back to Martinez off his glove. O'Connor touches it himself. Return throw to first, not in time. So with 2 outs, that runner will reach. It's a 1-6 fielder's choice at second base. So Martinez deflected a ball that was going back up the middle off his glove, right to O'Connor, who steps on the bag. The return throw from O'Connor not in time. The deflection off Martinez's glove slowed the ball down just enough for Scalzo to reach. Now the first pitch to Alex Canty fouled off the mask of Alaka for strike one. Canty, the shortstop for Onondaga, flew out to Chen for the second out of the first. Canty 1 for 6 now against the Pilots this year. Runner leads off first, being held on by Battaglia. There's 2 outs. Runner goes. Alaka down to Hackbarth. Caught stealing to end the inning. So it was a swinging strike by Alex Canty that Will Alaka fired down to second to catch Anthony Scalzo stealing. No runs, no hits, no errors. And because of the caught stealing, nobody left on base. It'll be Battaglia, Alaka, and Torres 3, 4, and 5. When the Pilots get back in the top of the third, they trail 2-0. Welcome back. Top of the third inning. Pilots trail 2-0 here at Onondaga Community College. First batter is Battaglia. First pitch grounded to the second baseman, Little. He fires to first for the first out of the third. So first pitch out, and that will bring up the catcher, Will Alaka.
Now batting number 27, Will Alaka.
The Pilots have left 5 runners on base through the first 2 innings. And now the hitter against Brian Nolan is Will Alaka. Nolan 3 hits and 2 walks through 2 innings and a third, and the first pitch to Alaka misses outside, ball 1. Alaka reached on a fielder's choice his first time up, so he's 0 for 1 on the night. Breaking ball that Alaka takes, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to the Pilots catcher. Nobody on base. A leadoff ground out by Battaglia to start this inning. Here's the 1-1. Alaka pops it up. Center fielder Scalzo didn't even have to move. Settles under it for the second out of the third inning. So after 2 quick outs, that will bring up the designated hitter tonight, Over Torres. 2 quick outs. After 2 quick outs in the top of the second, the Pilots loaded up the bases. They stranded all 3 of those runners. Here's the first pitch to the designated hitter, Torres. Fastball swung on and fouled back for strike 1. So Over Torres, the 6'1" designated hitter, we've seen him in right and center, scored the winning run when Colton Carney got hit in the foot to walk off against Geneva in extras on Monday. It was originally ruled a wild pitch, then changed. The 1-strike pitch, changeup, swung on and missed. The count is 0-2. So Brian Nolan, a strike away from a 1-2-3 top of the third inning. Taken 1, 2, 3. Torres strikes out looking. So the second strikeout of the game for Brian Nolan. We're through 2.5 as the Pilots go 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the third. They trail 2-0. So the Pilots go 1, 2, 3 for the first time in this game in the top of the third. Now Henry Martinez back on the mound. The batter will be Alex Canty, who was up when Anthony Scalzo was caught stealing to end the inning. That was on an 0-2 count. Now the first pitch to Alex Canty is fouled back for strike 1. Canty 0 for 1 tonight, batting .238 in 10 previous games for the Flames. 1 strike pitch misses outside. Ball 1. Henry Martinez working in his third inning of work. 2 runs, 1 of those earned. Now a changeup that swung on and missed for strike 2. So 2 runs, 1 of those earned, 2 hits, a walk, a hit by pitch. Slow grounder up the third baseline, foul. And we'll do the 1-2 again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Bottom of the third inning here in the first game of a doubleheader. It'll be 2 7-inning games against Onondaga. The 2-strike pitch from Henry Martinez. Taken high. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. The 2-2 misses outside. And Alex Canty has worked the count back full. Martinez from the windup, the payoff pitch, popped up. Hackbarth back, Chen over, started in. This one will get over his head. It'll be a base hit. Canty rounds first. He goes to second. It's a leadoff double for Onondaga to start this third inning. Already leading. They have the leadoff man in scoring position.
Now batting for the Flames, Onondaga College, number 12, Webb Little.
So that'll bring up Webb Little. Webb Little singled and scored the first run with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. He's also made a great play at second base for the Flames. Martinez from the stretch where he's been often tonight. First pitch changeup, swung on and missed by Webb Little. Strike 1. Little batting .345 with a .412 on base percentage. Swings through another outside changeup by Henry Martinez. Strike 2. So the leadoff man on with a double over the head of Wei Chi Chen, who poorly played a ball in right. It's the second ball he misplayed out there. The first one went for an error. Canty leads off second. Martinez looks back twice, now fires in the dirt. So in between the legs of Will Alaka, it'll be a wild pitch. And the count was 1-2. Alaka with no chance to corral that one, the fastball from Martinez. So it'll be a 1-2 count with a runner on third. Battaglia will now move in and play even with the bag. The rest of the infield back, so a ground ball will drive in a run. The 1-2, Sam Little pops up. Mike O'Connor started back, now settles under it in the infield for the first out of the inning. So a pop-up to the shortstop, and Alex Canty stays put on third. And that will bring up Gage Lanning. Lanning had the big hit in the bottom of the first that ended up being an error on the right fielder, Wei-Chi Chen. Lanning got all the way to third, then came around to score on a single. Lanning, the designated hitter. His .368 batting average is good enough for 8th in the league. Pilots bring their infield in, and a first pitch slider is swung on and missed by Lanning for strike one. So the infield not all the way in, everyone playing about even with their respective bags, with a runner on third base and one out. Swung on and missed on the fastball, strike two. Martinez looking to strand that runner on third. There's one out. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Ball gets in the dirt. Alaka makes sure the run is not coming home, then fires down to first for the second out of the inning. So Gage Lanning struck out swinging on 3 pitches. Alaka then fired down to first for the second out. Now the infield will back up, and the batter will be Trey Bauer. Bauer, a junior from Cornell playing first base, was hit by a Henry Martinez pitch his first time up. The first pitch in the dirt, blocked by Alaka. Ball one. So an important block by Will Alaka, the catcher, with a runner on third. That runner represents the third Flames run. Pilots don't have any. And the 1-ball pitch is swung on and missed by Bauer for strike one. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs after a leadoff double and a wild pitch. Changeup swung on and missed. Strike two. So Henry Martinez is a strike away from stranding the runner on third base. Martinez from the windup shakes off Alaka. Now steps off. Time was called by the hitter Bauer, the Flames' first baseman. Deep in the right-handed batter's box. Here's the 1-2. Grounded to Hackbarth. Over, charges, fires to first, inning over. So after a leadoff double and a wild pitch puts a runner on third with nobody out, Martinez gets a pop-up, a strikeout, and a ground out to end this inning. We head to the fourth. Pilots with some work to do. They trail 2-0. Leading off for the Pilots here in this top of the fourth inning, it's the third baseman, Tanner Huddleston. He's 0 for 1 tonight. The first pitch from Brian Nolan. It's in the dirt. And it's ball 1. Good work by Martinez in the bottom of the third after a leadoff double and a wild pitch. 3 straight batters out with a runner on third. And now the 1-ball pitch from Huddleston is flown into center field. The center fielder, Anthony Scalzo, settles under it. And there's 2 away. Or 1 away. The leadoff man retired here in the top of this fourth inning. There's 1 out. The batter will be Wei Chi Chen. Chen had the big error in that first inning. First pitch swinging, grounds it to the pitcher. The pitcher over, underhand flip to first base, and there's 2 away. So 3 pitches in the inning, and there's 2 outs, and that will bring up the left fielder for the Pilots, Josh Loeffler. Loeffler making his first start wearing number 5. He's playing left field. He had a 2-out double. Eventually loaded up the bases in the top of the second inning. All those runners were stranded with 2 outs. Here, Loeffler is now with 2 outs for the second time tonight. Takes a first pitch fastball on the outside corner. Just got enough of the plate. It's strike 1. So Brian Nolan, 3 hits, 2 walks, has left 5 runners on base through 3 2/3. The 1-strike pitch grounded up the middle, and Josh Loeffler is 2 for 2. So Loeffler's 2 for 2 tonight with a double and a single, and that will bring up Mike O'Connor. O'Connor, the shortstop, reached on a walk in his only plate appearance tonight.
Number 10, Michael O'Connor.
O'Connor has one of the 2 Pilots' walks. He's the number 9 hitter. With Loeffler, the left fielder, leading off of first. Nolan looks over, now fires in the first pitch to O'Connor. It misses low, and it's ball 1. Loeffler leads off first. Now the throw over. A good move from the left-handed arm of Brian Nolan. Freezes Loeffler for a second, but he gets back in safely. Loeffler did steal a base in the exhibition game against Capital City, the team from Ottawa, in the 11-2 Pilots win. 1-ball pitch from Nolan misses high to the shortstop O'Connor. It's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. That's the Pilots' 4th hit of the night. It's game 1 of this 2-game doubleheader. Both games will be 7 innings here at Onondaga Community College. The 2-ball pitch to O'Connor misses high. Ball 3. So after getting the first 2 batters quickly, a 2-out single by Loeffler, and now a 3-0 count to Michael O'Connor. Here's the pitch. Taken outside. Ball 4. So similar to what happened in the top of the second inning with 2 outs, a base hit by Loeffler, then consecutive walks. It's been a base hit by Loeffler and then a walk to O'Connor. And now the hitter is DeMarcus Guillory. Guillory looks down at his third base coach, Franklin Bush, the only lefty in this Pilots Game 1 lineup. Just after 5 o'clock here in Syracuse, New York. The first pitch to Guillory misses outside. Ball 1. So 5 straight pitches have missed the zone for Brian Nolan, the left-hander from SUNY Oswego. There's runners on first and second. There's 2 outs. And there's a 2-0 lead for Onondaga. Here's the 1-0 to Guillory, and it hits him. So now the bases are loaded for the second time tonight for Graham Hackbarth. Hackbarth came up with the bases loaded in the top of the second, and he popped it up to the third baseman in foul territory to end the inning on a full count. Now he will go down to talk to third base coach Franklin Bush. So a verbal sign from Bush with the bases loaded and 2 outs. The Pilots again threatening. They've had 5 previous runners in scoring position, have yet to drive in a run. And a good opportunity, again with speed on the bases, and again for Hackbarth. the second baseman for the Pilots. He's 1 for 2. And if you're Hackbarth, you got to be thinking, you don't want to leave the bases loaded twice here early in this game. You don't know how many opportunities you're going to get. First pitch swinging, fouls it back. Strike 1. Nolan, the lefty, has loaded up the bases with 2 outs. The 2-out single, walk, and hit by pitch got them there. It's Guillory, O'Connor, and Loeffler on first, second, and third. So speed on the bases. The 0-1 misses in the dirt. Good block by Dylan Nolan. Ball 1. It was a 3-2 count that Hackbarth popped up his last at-bat to strand the bases loaded in the second. It's a 1-1 count with 2 outs now here in the top of the 4th inning. Pilots looking to add a run, tie the game, or take the lead. Here's the 1-1 to Hackbarth. Slow breaking ball that Hackbarth looks at. Right into the glove of Nolan for a strike. So Nolan working to Nolan. No relation from the Flames' battery mate. Now the 1-2 pitch to Hackbarth. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Inning over. So the second time tonight, Brian Nolan loads the bases with 2 outs. And the second time tonight, he gets Graham Hackbarth to strand all 3 runners. We're through 3.5. Pilots trailed 2-0. Leading off for the Onondaga Flames is Sam Little. Sam is 1 for 1 tonight with an RBI single back in the 2-run first. The first pitch from Henry Martinez, strike on the outside corner. Count was 0-1. So Martinez working down 2-0 into this 4th inning. 1 strike pitch fouled back. Huddleston and Alaka thought about it, but it's out of play. Strike 2. Henry Martinez, 3 hits, 2 walks, or 1 walk and a hit by pitch through 3. Here's the 2-strike pitch to Sam Little. Deep to right. Chen back, still back. This one is going to be a ground rule double by Sam Little. Bounced off the turf just in front of the warning track. And the Flames for the 2nd straight inning have the leadoff man on second. Off the bat, thought that one was going to get out from the lefty Sam Little, but he's on base with his 2nd hit tonight. Tanner Huddleston will move in at 3rd. Him and Battaglia at 1st and 3rd, even with the bag. Martinez from the stretch. First pitch to Kyle Gallagher is in the dirt. It misses, and it's ball 1. Gallagher 0 for 1 tonight. He's the left fielder for Onondaga. Now Martinez waits from the stretch. Here's the 1-0. Fires in a fastball for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. The leadoff man, Sam Little, is on second base. Back-to-back innings with a leadoff double. Martinez stranded the leadoff double in the last inning. Martinez looks back, now fires in the 1-1 in the dirt. Good block by Will Alaka. And it's ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. That hit by Sam Little was the 4th hit of the night for Onondaga. They lead 2-0 with 2 runs coming back in the bottom of the 1st inning. Martinez wasn't helped out by his defense in that inning. And now a low strike on the outside corner. Gallagher doesn't like the call, but Martinez does. It's strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on second base here in the first game of a doubleheader at Onondaga Community College. The 2-2 to Kyle Gallagher in the dirt, blocked by Alaka. Got away, but not far enough for Sam Little to move up, and the count is full. So Will Alaka having to play goalie behind the plate with runners in scoring position to start consecutive innings. Every run now is important with the Pilots trailing. You don't want this lead to continue to grow. Here's the payoff pitch. Poked to right, Battaglia gloves it, steps on the bag for the first out, but not before Sam Little moves up 90 feet to third. So a productive out by Kyle Gallagher, and there's one away. So Battaglia takes it himself, but not before the runner on second moves up to third. And that will bring up Dylan Nolan. Nolan, no official at-bat tonight, but he has walked in his only plate appearance. He steps in with an open stance from the right-handed batter's box, infield in, with the runner on third, and the first pitch is fouled back for strike 1. O'Connor playing the deepest for the Pilots. He's about even with the second base bag at short. Everyone else is in on the grass. Here's the 1-strike pitch from Henry Martinez. Swung on and missed on a breaking ball, strike 2. Hackbarth now takes a couple steps back. Battaglia on the grass, Huddleston even with the bag at third. Runner on third base, that's Sam Little, the right fielder. Here's the 2-strike pitch, misses outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on third base. Martinez looking for back-to-back innings, stranding a runner on third. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Nolan thought about it. Now they're going to ask. He did not go. And it's ball 2. So Dylan Nolan checks his swing, then is helped out by the field umpire. The count is 2-2. There's 1 out. And there's a runner on third base. That runner on third represents the 3rd run for the Flames. They lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the 4th of this 7-inning game 1. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Dylan Nolan down on strikes. The 3rd strikeout of the game for Henry Martinez. The infield will back up now with 2 outs and a runner on third. And that will bring up the number 9-hole hitter, Stephen Bennett, the 3rd baseman from Canisius. He struck out in his only at-bat in the bottom of the 2nd off Martinez. Now Martinez, an out away from stranding the runner on third. First pitch to Bennett from the windup, and it hits him. So the 2nd hit batter from Martinez tonight, and there's runners on the corners here with 2 outs. So that will flip the lineup back over. And it's Anthony Scalzo. Scalzo is 0 for 2 tonight with a fielder's choice. He's also been caught stealing. Looks down at his third base coach for the signs. There's runners on the corners. Peter Battaglia is holding on. Stephen Bennett at first. Martinez now will work from the stretch. The first pitch is a breaking ball that he fires in for strike 1. Flames lead 2-0. The Pilots have left 8 runners on through the first 4 innings. Runners on the corners take their leads. 1-strike pitch, good block by Alaka. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning. in game 1 of this 2-game, 7-inning doubleheader. Martinez from Southgate, California, working from the stretch. Here's the 1-1. It misses outside, and it's ball 2. Runners on first and third. 1 hit in the inning. It was a leadoff double by Sam Little, then moved over on a ground out. A strikeout for the second out, and then a hit by pitch on the first pitch to Stephen Bennett has put runners on the corners. The 2-1 popped up. Chen back, Guillory back. Chen puts his gloves up, makes the play, and the inning is over. So a leadoff double is stranded by Henry Martinez. A great play in the gap by Wei Chi Chen to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 2 runners left on base. It'll be Battaglia, Alaka, and Torres in the 5th. Pilots still trail 2-0. Top of the 5th inning. Pilots running out of time. Just 3 at-bats left. They trailed 2-0 here in the top of the 5th. The leadoff hitter is Peter Battaglia. Checks his swing, but a called strike from the lefty, Brian Nolan. Nolan, working in his 5th inning of work, has stranded the bases loaded twice. Now the second pitch to Battaglia misses for ball 2. The Pilots have left 8 runners on through the first 4 and have stranded the bases loaded twice. Graham Hackbarth is responsibility for both of those. 1-1 pitch misses, and it's ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Here to the leadoff man, Battaglia, the first baseman, in the top of the 5th. The pitch from Nolan in the dirt. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Peter Battaglia, 1 for 2 tonight. He's batting .250 for the Pilots. Will Alaka, the catcher, waits on deck. He's 0 for 2. Here's the 3-1. Fouled back, and the count is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter in this inning, Pete Battaglia. In this first of 2 from Onondaga Community College. The payoff pitch from Brian Nolan misses outside, and the leadoff man is on here in the top of the 5th inning. So let her bring up Will Alaka. The last 2 times the Pilots have had runners on, it's been all with 2 outs, so a good sign to get the leadoff man on here in the 5th. Alaka looks down at Franklin Bush at third, now steps in. Battaglia leads off first, being held on by Bauer. First pitch popped up into center. Scalzo over, settles under it, and it's a 1-pitch out by Will Alaka. He's 0 for 3. And that'll bring up Over Torres. Over Torres is the designated hitter for the Pilots. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He struck out looking his last time up in the 3rd. Tanner Huddleston, the third baseman, waits on deck. He's 0 for 2 as well. Battaglia leads off first. The first pitch to Over Torres. It's a breaking ball, and it misses high. Ball 1. Torres wearing number 3, the designated hitter from Elizabeth, New Jersey, and Yavapai Community College in Arizona. In the dirt. Nolan can't find it, but no advance by Battaglia, and it's 2-0. Battaglia leads off first. He reached on a walk. He's the first baseman. He's being held on by Trey Bauer over there. Top of the 5th inning, 1 out. Pilots down 2-0. Here's the 2-0 to Torres. He pops it up. Scalzo in, Sam Little over. Scalzo in center, settles under it, makes the play for the second out of this 5th inning. So that'll bring up Tanner Huddleston. Huddleston is 0 for 2 tonight, flirting with the Mendoza line on the summer, batting just above 200 for the Pilots. Runner on first and 2 outs. He comes to the plate. First pitch from the lefty, Nolan. Strike 1. Brian Nolan has gone 4 2/3. 4 hits, 4 walks, no runs. Huddleston checks his swing, and it's a called strike 2. It was a breaking ball. Huddleston not happy with the call, and now he's behind in the count, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Battaglia takes his lead off of first. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Anthony Scalzo over. Sam Little over. Little calls him off and right. Makes the play. Inning over. So a leadoff walk by the Pilots is wasted. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Flames lead 2-0.
Get on your feet. It's time for the 5th inning stretch as we sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Onondaga Community College,
Bottom of the 5th inning, the leadoff hitter for Onondaga, it's Alex Canty. Canty is 1 for 2 tonight with a double. First pitch swinging against Henry Martinez in his 5th inning of work. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Martinez just 2 runs, 1 of those earned back in a 2-run bottom of the 1st. First pitch breaking ball. Canty tried to lead into it. No dice. It's ball 1. Canty, the shortstop, the freshman from Monroe Community College. Here's the 1-1 from Martinez. It's a fastball, and it's fouled back. Strike 2. Alex Canty led off the 3rd with a double on a ball misplayed by the right fielder, Chen. He was then stranded at 3rd after a wild pitch as Martinez got the next 3 batters out. The 1-2 misses in the dirt. And the count is even at 2-2. Pilots have stranded 9 runners through 5. Onondaga has stranded just 5 through 4. Swung on and missed. Ball gets away from Malaka. He fires down to first. And he came off the bag. Battaglia came off the bag. Looked like it was going to be a close play anyway. So a strikeout and a wild pitch to begin this inning. So no out on the scoreboard. And the leadoff man is on first. That's Henry Martinez's fourth strikeout of the night. The leadoff man, though, gets on as the ball gets away from Alaka. So Canty leads off first, takes his good secondary lead, and the first pitch to Webb Little misses. Ball one. So it'll be Webb Little, Gage Lanning are the next two hitters for Onondaga. Webb Little, the left-handed hitter, the sophomore at Ithaca. Martinez throws over. Canty back in safely. Canty, a threat to steal, has 2 stolen bases, has yet to be caught in his 11th game. Poked the other way. Huddleston gloves it, flips to Hackbarth. Return throw, not in time, gets away. Good block by Alaka. So a great play by Tanner Huddleston going to his left. But the return throw, really no chance from Hackbarth, as Webb Little was moving down the line on the slow developing play. And there's one away. So Hackbarth gets the first out from his future teammate Tanner Huddleston on a fielder's choice. Webb Little replaces Alex Canty at first. And that'll bring up Gage Lanning. Lanning had that big hit that Chen misplayed in the outfield in the first. First pitch fastball taken. Strike one. Runner leads off first. Henry Martinez throws over. Webb Little back in safely. Webb Little, 1 stolen base attempt, and he was caught. Slow ground ball down the third baseline, foul. And the count to Gage Lanning is 0-2. Lanning, the junior designated hitter from Canisius. 2 Canisius batters in this lineup. The Pilots have 3 Canisius hitters. Only 1, though, made this trip. That's Mark McKenna. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball's popped up. Chen goes back. Still back. It is over his head. That'll bounce off the wall. Runner at first was running. He'll round third. Gage Lanning stops at second. It's an RBI double for Lanning. And the Flames lead 3-0. So it's an RBI double for Gage Lanning. And it's 3-0. So that brings up the Cornell first baseman Trey Bauer. He's 0 for 1 and has been hit by a Martinez hit pitch. 1 of 2 hit by pitches tonight. With a runner on second, Martinez from the stretch, the first pitch. Into the gap. Guillory goes back, will not make the play. It's over his head. Lanning rounds third. He will score. Trey Bauer switches places with him at second. It's back-to-back RBI doubles, and the Flames lead 4-0. So it's an RBI double for Trey Bauer. Pitching coach Bennett Schultz goes over and gets someone to begin moving in the Pilots' pen. So if you're the Pilots, you can't give away any more outs. A strikeout that should have been recorded to lead off this inning ended up being a wild pitch from Martinez, so Canty reached. Then a fielder's choice awaits Canty. A 1-out double by Gage Lanning and a back-to-back double from Trey Bauer has doubled this lead from 2-0. It's now 4-0. It's the bottom of the 5th in this 7-inning game of Game 1 of the doubleheader. The batter is Sam Little. He's 2 for 2 tonight with a single and a double. First pitch misses outside. Ball 1. So Trey Bauer leads off of second base. That double was the 6th hit off Martinez tonight. Here's the 1-0. Misses in the dirt. Ball 2. So 2-0 count to the right fielder, Sam Little. The sophomore from Ithaca has an RBI tonight. Fastball taken for strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 runs home here in the 5th. Martinez looks back. Now fires from the stretch. Ground ball back to him. Gloved by Martinez. The runner on second got too far off. Martinez to Hackbarth. Huddleston slaps the tag. Now he tries to throw behind the runner at first. So a great play by Martinez to field a ground ball up the middle. Then through to Hackbarth. Huddleston slapped the tag. So a 1-4-5 put out at second base. Sam Little reaches on a fielder's choice, and there's 2 away.
Number 27, Kyle Gallagher.
That'll bring up Kyle Gallagher, the junior left fielder from Cornell. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Sam Little now takes his lead off of first. He was caught in his only stolen base attempt this year. A line drive gloved by Battaglia. Great play to end the inning. But not before Onondaga adds 2 to double their lead to 4-0. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors in the inning, 1 man left on base. We head to the top of the 6th inning. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 in the Pilots' order. They're running out of time. It's 4-0 Onondaga. Top of the 6th inning of this 7-inning game 1 of a 2-game doubleheader here at Onondaga Community College. It'll be Chen, Loeffler, and O'Connor here against Brian Nolan in the 6th. First pitch swinging is Chen. He missed, and it's strike 1. Nolan through the first 5 innings, 4 hits, 4 walks, and he stranded 9 Pilots runners on base. Chen takes inside. Ball 1. A righty warming up in the Flames pen and a righty warming up in the Pilots pen. The 1-1 pitch to Chen, fouled back. Loeffler catches it with his bare hand, and it's strike 2. Josh Loeffler waiting on deck. He's 2 for 2 tonight with a double and a single. Has been stranded at third twice. Here's the 1-2 from Brian Nolan. Grounded to shortstop. Canty gloves it. Fires to Bauer at first. No scoop. Chen will take second base on the throwing error by Canty. So the leadoff man is in scoring position to start this 6th inning. So an E6 allows Chen to get to second, perhaps making up for his fielding in right. He's misplayed a few balls and made an error out there. So no one out, the Pilots have their leadoff man on for Josh Loeffler. Loeffler 2 for 2 tonight, making his first start in left. So count the exhibition game. Loeffler's 3 for 6. Chen now 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch breaking ball Loeffler takes for strike 1. Michael O'Connor waits on deck. He's walked in his both plate appearances tonight. Pilots looking to get on the board. They trail 4-0 here in the top of the 6th inning. The 1-strike pitch to Loeffler, swung on and missed. Strike 2. Two-strike pitch in the dirt. Good block by Dylan Nolan, so Chen cannot move up 90 feet to third. Loeffler now awaits the 1-2 from the lefty Nolan. Here it is. Chen leads off second. It's fouled back. Loeffler stays alive. The count was 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Here at Onondaga Community College in Syracuse, New York. Loeffler, number 5, the left fielder, waits. Chen, the right fielder, on second, reached on an error. Here's the 1-2. It's outside. Dylan Nolan tried the frame job. No dice. And the count is even at 2-2. Brian Nolan from the stretch looks back at Chen, now fires the 2-2 into Loeffler. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And the first out of the night, of the inning for Nolan. And the third, make that 4th strikeout of the game. The batter now is Michael O'Connor, the shortstop. He's walked in both his plate appearances tonight, making his 2nd start in consecutive games after not starting any of the first 11. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Chi Chen, the right fielder, leads off second. Reached on an error from the shortstop. Loeffler then struck out swinging. Now O'Connor's up, a 1-ball count. Here's the 1-0. Takes high. Ball 2. So O'Connor has now seen 7 straight balls from Brian Nolan, who's walked 4 batters. The total he walked in his last start for the Flames. Here's the 2-0 in the dirt. Ball 3 to the number 9 hitter, Michael O'Connor, who's 1 pitch away from his 3rd walk tonight. O'Connor from the University of Buffalo. Jordan Miller now throwing in the Pilots' pen. 2 righties warming up for Onondaga. The 3-0 taken for a strike. O'Connor taking all the way. Strike 1. The leadoff hitter, DeMarcus Guillory, waits on deck. He's 0 for 1, has walked, and has been hit by a pitch. Here's the 3-1 to O'Connor. Chen fakes like he's going to go. O'Connor takes high. Strike 2. O'Connor thought that was ball 4. Took a step towards first before a late call from the home plate umpire. Brian Nolan, here's the payoff pitch in the dirt, and O'Connor will take first base on a walk for the 3rd time tonight. That'll flip the lineup back over for DeMarcus Guillory. And now the pitching coach will go out to talk to Brian Nolan. And with runners on first and second, he's going to make a change. So Brian Nolan's day is done after 5 1/3 inning. We'll be right back with a new pitcher for Onondaga.
ball, Marcus Hillary.
The new pitcher for the Onondaga Flames, it's number 25, Jared Strait, right-handed pitcher, 6'2", 160 from Lansing, New York, and Wells College. He's a right-handed pitcher. So the first righty that the lefty Guillory will face tonight. Nolan leaves with the runners on first and second, 1 out here in the sixth. The first pitch to Guillory. He thought about it, but it's a strike fired in from Strait. Numbers on Nolan, 5 1/3. 4 hits, 4 walks, 4 Ks. Both runners on base are his responsibility. He also stranded 9 Pilots runners through 5 1/3. Guillory fouls the 1-strike pitch down the third base line. The count is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the Pilots' leadoff man, DeMarcus Guillory. Struck out swinging, walked, and was hit by a pitch tonight. Guillory in the left-handed batter's box asked for time. Standing in about the middle of the box, wearing number 12. He's the center fielder. O'Connor leads off first. He walked for the 3rd time tonight. And Chen leads off second. Guillory fouls back the 2-strike pitch. Graham Hackbarth waits on deck. He's 1 for 3 tonight. He's the second baseman for Newark in Game 1 of this 2-game, 7-inning doubleheader. We're in the top of the 6th. There's 1 out, and the Pilots trail 4-0. Here's the 2-strike pitch to Guillory. Misses. Ball 1. So it's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Josh Loeffler struck out swinging for the only out of this inning. Here's the 1-2 to Guillory. Blooped. The shortstop will slide. Shortstop slides, makes the play. Then Wei-Chi Chen got too far off second base. Looked like he was going to be out on the return throw from Canty, but the base umpire called him safe. And with 2 outs, that brings up Graham Hackbarth. So a great play by Alex Canty. We've now seen both middle infielders make nice diving plays for Onondaga. And that'll bring up Graham Hackbarth, who's 1 for 3 tonight. Takes low. Ball 1. Hackbarth has stranded the bases loaded twice in consecutive at-bats with a pop-up and a strikeout. Here's the 1-ball pitch to Graham. Strike 1. Hackbarth left his bat on his shoulder for that one. Runners on first and second, 1-1 count, 2 outs. O'Connor and Chen take their leads. The 1-1 pitch. Blooped into right. That's going to be a base hit. Chen rounds third. He'll score. O'Connor over to third. It's an RBI single for Graham Hackbarth. And the Pilots have cut this lead to 4-1. So a 2-out RBI by Hackbarth puts the Pilots on the board here in the top of the 6th inning. That's Hackbarth's fourth RBI. O'Connor goes to third. That run charged to the starter, Brian Nolan. And now there's runners on the corners, and Peter Battaglia represents the tying run. First pitch fastball taken on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 2 outs. Jared Strait, the reliever, on the mound. Runners on the corners. The 1-strike pitch. Almost hits Battaglia. Hackbarth running on the play. He's into second base safely with his first stolen base on the summer. So now Battaglia has runners on second and third with 2 away. It's a 1-1 count. That pitch almost hit Battaglia. The Pilots' leading RBI guy. He has 6 on the year. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Battaglia. Popped it up. First baseman back, second baseman over, right fielder over. Neither of them will make the play. The ball hits foul, and the count goes to 1-2. A base hit here likely to score both Hackbarth and O'Connor with 2 outs. There'd be no reason to hesitate on the bases. And the batter is Battaglia, the guy, if you're the Pilots, you want up in this situation. Their leading RBI guy here with 2 outs and runners on second and third. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt gets away from Dylan Nolan, but not far enough for O'Connor to attempt home. The count is even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on, 1 run home in the inning. Top of the 6th inning, Battaglia asked for time. This is game 1 of 2 here from Onondaga Community College in Syracuse. Both games played are going to be 7 innings long. The 2-2 to Battaglia, deep to center field. Scalzo goes back, settles under it, inning over. So the runners on second and third are stranded, but the Pilots get 1. 1 run on 1 hit, a 2-out RBI single from Graham Hackbarth has put the Pilots on the board. It's 4-1. We head to the bottom half of the 6th. Henry Martinez still on the mound here in the bottom of the 6th. He's working from the windup to Dylan Nolan, the catcher, and it's a swinging strike 1 on a high fastball from Martinez. Breaking ball, strike 2. Martinez, 4 runs, 3 of those earned, has given up 6 hits here through 5. 1-2 pitches in the dirt. It's ball 1. Has not been helped out by his defense tonight. A couple misplayed balls in the outfield and a strikeout that the runner reached on a wild pitch. Here's the 1-2. Too far outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Martinez steps off. The batter is Dylan Nolan. He's 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. Also struck out against Martinez. The 2-2 from the windup, swung on and missed. Strike 3. So the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 6th inning is retired on a strikeout. The 4th strikeout on the night for Martinez. Make that 5th strikeout by Martinez, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter in the lineup, Stephen Bennett. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a hit by pitch off Martinez. First pitch from the windup, it's a fastball. Grounded to Huddleston. Huddleston was ready to come up firing, but it's a foul ball. Strike 1. Henry Martinez working into the 6th inning here for the Pilots. Just the 4th starter to work into the 6th here, 13 games into the year. 1 strike pitches in the dirt, ball 1. Martinez did it 1 other time, his first start against Geneva. Kyle Griffin did it in his first start of the year. And Peng Fi Wang did it in the most recent game for the Pilots. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Stephen Bennett, the third baseman from Canisius for Onondaga. Martinez from the windup, the 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 3. So the second straight strikeout to begin this sixth, and the 6th strikeout through 5 2/3 for Martinez. That'll flip the lineup back over for Anthony Scalzo. Scalzo, the center fielder from Gonzaga. First pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. He's 0 for 3 tonight and has been caught stealing on the bases. Martinez from the windup, the 1 ball pitch in the dirt. Ball 2. No official word on when game 2 is going to start as we approach 6 o'clock here in Syracuse. Have to imagine it will be about a half hour after the last pitch. 2-1 pitch is fired in for a strike from Martinez. The Pilots will have Alaka, Torres, and Huddleston as the 2-1 pitch is fouled back. In the top of the second inning, down 4-1 right now, with a chance to tie this game up or take the lead in this 7-inning game 1 of this 2-game doubleheader. It'll be the left-handed pitcher Kyle Griffin against Emmett Dunn for Onondaga in game 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch misses, and the count is full. Kyle Griffin is 2-1 on the year. Martinez from the windup, the payoff pitch inside, and it's a 2-out walk to Anthony Scalzo. So with 2 outs, that will bring up the shortstop Alex Canty. Canty, number 21 from Monroe Community College, looks down as third base coach, and pitcher coach Bennett Schiltz is going to go out to the mound to visit Henry Martinez. Gets all the way out to the mound. No signal yet on if he's going to pull him. He'll play with the mound. After 2 straight strikeouts to begin the inning, a 2-out walk on a 3-2 count. Now Schiltz will walk back into the dugout. It's Martinez still on the mound. To the number 2 hole hitter, Alex Canty, who's 1 for 3 tonight. He reached on a strikeout his last plate appearance. First pitch to Canty, fouled back. It's strike 1. Martinez is working from the stretch. Scalzo leads off first, being held on by Battaglia. Started to go. The pitch was in the dirt, but he held up. Good block by Alaka. It's ball 1. I keep saying the dirt, but it's actually an all-turf field here at Onondaga Community College, except for the mound that Henry Martinez is working on. It's Jordan Miller throwing in the Pilots' pen, and also Ryan Allen. So 2 right-handers for the Pilots. Scalzo leads off first. The 1-1 pitch to Canty from the stretch. It's a fastball, and it's popped up. Hackbarth goes back, points to it. Chen settles under it, makes the play, inning over. So a 2-out walk wasted. Pilots, however, with some work to do in the top of the 7th inning. It'll be Alaka, Torres, Huddleston. They need 3 as we head to the final frame here at Onondaga Community College. So it'll be Matt Bowman on the mound here in the top of the 7th inning, looking to save game 1 for the Flames. Bowman, a sophomore from SUNY Broome, 6'4", 220. And he'll face 3, 4, 5, and 6, the heart of this Pilots order, here in the top of the 7th. The Pilots need 3 to extend this game 1 of this 2-game doubleheader from Onondaga Community College in Syracuse. 2 7-inning games. First pitch to Alaka is in the dirt. And it's ball 1. Bowman from the windup. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball, and it's low. And it's ball 2. Matt Bowman making his 6th appearance, 12 innings pitched, 8 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. He's 3-0 with a 1.50 ERA. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Alaka. Nasty curveball that Alaka takes for strike 1. Alaka is 0 for 3 tonight, has flown out to center field twice and reached on a fielder's choice. The 2-1 in the dirt. Dylan Nolan doesn't even attempt to glove it as it goes to the backstop, and it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff hitter, Will Alaka, the catcher, here in the top of the 7th for the Pilots. They trail 4-1 here in the final inning of the game 1 of the doubleheader. Here is the 3-1 from Bowman. Fires in that nasty curve. Alaka takes again. Strike 2. So a full count to the leadoff hitter, Will Alaka. Asked for time, granted by the home plate umpire. It's a full count. From the windup, the payoff pitch to Alaka. It's that breaking ball again, and they're going to ring Alaka up. Strike 3 looking. 1 out away in the 7th inning. So Jared Strait goes 2/3 of an inning, allows an RBI single to Graham Hackbarth. That run charged to Brian Nolan. It's unearned. Now Matt Bowman, after a leadoff strikeout, will face Over Torres, who is 0 for 3 as well. Pitching coach or assistant coach Franklin Bush says it'll be an all-new lineup in the next game. First pitch swinging is Torres, bloops it into right, and it's a 1-out single for Tanner Huddleston. So you would have to imagine we'll see Lillard in right, McKenna in center, Ballier in left. Jonathan Parker will catch his future teammate behind the plate. That's Kyle Griffin. We'll see if Battaglia, who's the only first baseman on the roster with no Nick Capitano today, we'll see if he stays at first. And then it'll be 4 infielders for 3 positions, Santoro, Eli, Orr, and Leone. We'll see which of those 3 plays the field. So 1 strike pitch to Huddleston. Fastball for strike 1. No Colton Carney today. He'll be back in the lineup tomorrow. Carney had the big RBI hit by pitch in the bottom of the 10th against Geneva for the walk-off win on Monday. Here's the 0-1. Huddleston thought about it. Wisely lays off. It's in the dirt, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Alaka struck out looking to begin this inning, and then a 1-out single by Over Torres to right. Here's the 1-1 in the dirt. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 7th inning, this final half frame, unless the Pilots can extend the game. Grounded to second base. Second baseman to the shortstop, over to first, make it a double. A 4-6-3 game-ending double play to end this first one. So Onondaga takes game 1 4-1 here at Onondaga Community College in Syracuse, New York. Just as we hit 6 o'clock. Give it about a half an hour, and we'll be back for game 2 from OCC for the Newark Pilots Radio Network. I'm Frank LaSala. We'll see you in game 2.